Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
We're back with this week's comics. They were last week's comics, and now they're this week's comics. And we picked out 5 of them as our top 5 comics of the week.
We're a little bit late this week, though.
It's okay. Murphy fell on his face.
Yeah. My toxic masculinity got the best of me. I was like, I can carry it all. It's fine.
Yeah. It's not. As we get older, it's rough. Like, small tangent.
And I was in like flip flops too, and that's not me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was doing yard work 2 weeks ago, and I took on a root, trying to pull out a root that I thought I could take on. And then I felt a muscle pop above my heart, and I thought my heart exploded. So I laid on the ground for a couple seconds. I was like, this is it. I'm dead. My heart exploded. I'm out here in the backyard.
And that's why we read comic books.
And that's why we read comics. In this week's comics, in number 5, Children of the Vault, number 1. To save the future, the Children of the Vault are back, and they are determined to be humanity's salvation. But not everything is as it seems, and every utopia has its costs. What is the motivation behind these highly evolved beings gifting the world with their advanced technology? And how do Bishop and a now Orcus captured Cable figure into their plans? Find out in Rising Stars, Denise Camp and Luca Maresca's miniseries. So this is a cool Marvel number 1 miniseries. X-Men. There's never anything mini about X-Men.
There's never anything mini about X-Men. That you are right about that.
So,
especially now with this, I mean, with this Fall of X stuff, all the new, like, these aren't one shots. I think these are just going to be our new series moving forward for a little while.
Right.
Well, this is a mini series, but everything's gotten so crazy for the X-Men.
Hellfire Gala was nuts. Or if you just filled me in, we're not going to spoil it. But if you haven't read, Hellfire Gala and you're interested in X-Men, you should pick up Hellfire Gala, and then you can read the X-Men because it's kind of.
And then everything's a hard reset. It's all a reset. You're not behind on any X-Men books if you want to pick up 97 of them.
No, I did that. I've gone down that road.
I've done that road too,
multiple times,
and that's why we have Marvel Unlimited now.
Yes, it is. Number 4 this week, we have Swan Songs, number 2.
So this one is titled The End of a Marriage. W. Maxwell Prince's exploration of things ending continues as another all-star artist joins the party, Casper Wingard of Homesick Pilots. Here, 2 former lovers find themselves, per a stipulation of their divorce settlement, locked in eternal mortal combat. Watch the rise and fall of their doomed love and the bloody multi-genre aftermath. We'll say it again, all things come to a close. These are the Swan Songs. So this one, I mean, I loved the first issue.
Yeah.
It was really creepy. Like, it's the end of the world, but telling the story of like a boy just trying to go get his dying mother a magazine before the world ends. You know, so it's like these weird little stories like this. They're locked in eternal combat, you know, so it's telling a very down-to-earth tale in weird ways, I think. And I mean, the art on the first one was great. I just looked up Casper Wingard because I had never read Homesick Pilots, but his art looks fantastic.
Yeah, I stuck out the first 6 issues, I think, of that. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Who was the publisher for that?
Image. It was Image.
Image. Of course. you can't have.
It was an Image number 1 that kept me around for a while.
Yeah, there we go.
But moving on to our number 3 this week. We have Max Rebo. Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. Max Rebo number 1. Who is
plotting to kill Jabba the Hutt? Wait, someone else is plotting to kill one of the galaxy's most infamous gangsters? You better believe it. And when you're Jabba the Hutt, you make a lot of enemies, and sometimes they're even under your employ. Max Rebo and the band have their own plans on how to deal with a mobster like Jabba. This issue bookends our Jabba's Palace one-shot and leads directly into the Return of the Jedi film. The band was trying to get him
all along. This is just so cool. I didn't even know Max Rebo was
terribly wrong for
us. But what?
I didn't exactly.
Yeah, obviously it didn't work out. So
it went super. At what point do you think that their plan actually fully goes off the rails? You know, I hope they tell us that. Like Luke Skywalker walks in and they're like, okay, you know, there's a Jedi around. We can't kill Jabba.
We'll find out.
No, but these Return of the Jedi one-shots have been fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the Ewoks, you know, this one should be interesting too.
Yeah. Moving on to our number 2 this week. House of Slaughter 16. House of Slaughter's back.
House of Slaughter's back.
There's nothing the ruthless white masks won't do to eliminate a nest of monsters. Nothing is apparently unthinkable or off limits, as a special and infamous member of their ranks is dispatched to finish the job in Erie? Oh, yeah, Erie, Pennsylvania.
You should know that one.
Struggling. Bait, the fan favorite white mask, a young boy with amputated arms and a tendency to survive suicidal odds, is dispatched with a mission more malicious than imaginable at hand. Something or someone else is killing the children now. And however unexpected, the children will find the one that hunts them viciously familiar.
Uh-oh. This series still just... I love it as much as the main line.
Oh, yeah.
Like, telling such a wide range of, you know, characters' stories where, like, something is killing the children is very much Erica Slaughter's story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, then just to use a second book that's extremely good as well, like as just a world builder.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last arc was pretty crazy. The white masks are wild, so I hope this one definitely builds on it. Plus, how's somebody supposed to kill monsters with no arms?
With their mind.
They haven't gone into that stuff yet. There's been no magic.
I mean,
other than, I guess, the dolls.
I don't think just like flailing will.
Well, what if he's like a flying kick master?
Well, what if his
like blades in the shoes?
What if his sleeves are like an axe, like blades, and he just like spins?
Oh yeah, they kind of make it look like that in the cover.
Yeah, but then I mean, a sleeve would just lay flat.
Wouldn't.
But in one of the variant covers, they're like doing a bunch of moves, and the arms are like. Oh, but he has hands in one of them.
He has hands in some?
Oh no, it's a foot of the one behind him.
Oh yeah. Not messing with us.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's
no. So this one's just always worth picking up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Every time, and the white masks are getting more time, and they're all crazy.
Yeah.
Like they're all insane.
Yeah. Whole different breed.
So I'm definitely down for more of this. Plus, I feel like it's been a couple months since House of Slaughter came out.
Yeah. Doesn't it kind of alternate with Something's Killing the Children? Like one comes out a month?
I know for a while they were doing both. When was this? Number 15 was released in May. So yeah, I think it might be alternating.
June, July.
Which is fair.
Yeah, it's only 2. It's only 2 months.
Yeah, so it might alternate. We'll have to look into that. Something is killing the children.
But not to be outdone by our number 1. Amazing Spider-Man.
Guessed it. Another week, another Amazing Spider-Man. So this one is Amazing Spider-Man number 31, a special oversized issue. It's the wedding of the year. Peter Parker is the best man, and Tombstone is walking the bride down the aisle. That's right, Janice Lincoln and Randy Robertson are tying the knot. And there's no way all the crime bosses in NYC aren't seeing this as an opportunity to off Tombstone. This story sets up our big spider event of Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr.'s second year on ASM, and that's just the half of it. Also in this issue, bachelor/bachelorette parties and other ASM story preludes, glimpses of some of the biggest unannounced Spider projects, and extra bonus awesomeness.
I mean, you gotta get the extra bonus awesomeness.
Well, I'm wondering, so they've already told us that the back of this book is Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Spider-Boy getting stories.
Yeah.
So Dan Slott's writing both of those as preludes to their ongoings.
It's 92 that are coming pages.
That's a lot. And then, I mean, they've already announced that. Then we know the story's got to be big, so it's got to set up for something.
Yeah.
And then there's unannounced stuff. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
92 pages. It's a lot of Spider-Man.
A lot of Spider-Man. But what? The regular issue is what? 22, 20...
23.
22,
23. Yeah. I mean, so all of these legacy issues have been big.
Yeah.
They're, I mean, like every...
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because what? They do the perfect bound. So it's, maybe... What's a perfect bound? Like 50 pages? 60 pages?
I think so.
Something like that? Because it's like a trade almost.
Yeah.
So then this is another one on top of that. It's a lot of book. That's like 5 issues. That's a trade.
Almost,
then,
point, almost. Yeah.
That's wild.
Trades are like 144 usually.
Yeah.
Something like that. That range.
But I mean, it's interesting though for me, even how much Spider-Man is happening right now.
Oh, it's everywhere, and not to mention the Carnage and the Venom and the which you don't even count anymore, and all the Miles stuff. And,
no, I definitely don't count either of them anymore as Spider-Man stuff.
And the Spider-Man annual came out this week.
Oh, that's going to be another one of those like contest of champion type deals.
It's him versus
where each
Wolverine.
issue is but no, it's like, I mean, you've got Dan Slott pretty much fully coming back to Spider-Man starting after this issue. Like he's already doing the Spider-Man comic.
Yeah.
Then he's going to have Superior and Spider-Boy.
Yeah.
And then they're already talking about Zeb Wells and Romita Jr. having their second year. It's like, then we're still going to have this going on. I'm sure they'll throw another Edge of Spider-Verse at me.
2 weeks later.
Like, a boy loves his Spider-Man, but that's a lot of Spider-Man.
We've been on the edge for a while now.
I do hope, though, that the Zeb Wells stuff doesn't get overshadowed. Like, obviously, this issue is going to have a good bit of both, because it's only half Zeb Wells and then half other stuff. But like,
I mean, you definitely don't want ASM being like not the flagship book.
Yeah, not the important one.
Yeah.
And I like what Zeb Wells has done. I think it's very interesting, and it's a good return, or not return, but like it's a good status quo shift or paradigm shift for Spider-Man. So I hope it doesn't get fully overshadowed, but Dan Slott is back.
Yeah. I have been enjoying the John Romita Jr. art.
Oh, dude, his art is great.
Yeah, just fits.
I have grown though. Clearly, I've grown because I have not ordered any of these variants.
There you go.
There was a time not so long ago that they would have all been ordered, and then this time I didn't do it. Oh, except there's a John Tyler Christopher negative space. No.
You shouldn't have looked. You shouldn't have
looked. If John Tyler Christopher ever watches this episode, go back to making less covers, please. Dude, I can't even keep up. I just asked Phantom of the Attic to pull Silver Surfer Rebirth Aftermath #1 for me because there's a negative space variant. Like, come on, give me less. That's my rant. Right. John Tyler Christopher, less negative space.
Cool. Well, on that note, until this week's comics are next week, or next week's last week's comics, and next week's comics are this week's comics, we'll catch you guys later.
See ya.